Hey guys, and welcome back to Shadow Empire with me, Time and Tactics. I was about ready to go to the next turn. We are now on, what is it, round 8. It's the year 403 after the apocalypse. It is fall, and, I was ready, but then I thought of something I may want to explain, and that has to do with the bureaucratic points and what happens to them when we go down to, like, the Military Research Council here. As you can see, we are allocating 20% of our total bureaucratic points to that Military Research Council. Out of that, we're saying 10%, so 2% really, should go to discovery, and 18, which is 90% of 20, should go to research. However, remember what I said about I want to get the discovery done? Well, as it happens, we don't have anything to research, therefore all 14 bureaucratic points are allocated to discovery, and that's how that works. And I think that kind of makes sense. Same thing for model design, and I think we're doing the same up here, although when it comes to Economic Council, we have something we can research, and that is the university that we discovered earlier. So we are actually using those points there. But then I thought, too, how does it actually work with these bureaucratic points? How does it allocate that, or how do we come up with a final number of points? If you go into the Organizations tab up here, and take a look at the Economic Council here, Caprice is in charge, and she has 4 possible tasks: discovery, research, prospecting, and economic policies. And I've told her to spend 20% of her time, 20% of the bureaucratic points that she has, on discovery, 30 on research, and then so forth. That means that she's being assigned 4 bureaucratic points. But if you look to the right here, it says Tech discovery work used 4 fresh BP and 5 BP of previous. That would mean we have 9 total, although it says here we have 11. That's because she also has a couple of modifiers. First one is the relation. Her relation is 83, and that's exactly 33 points above the VIP point, which is 50. So we get a bonus of 33 points out of the 4. And then on top of that, her skill bonus was 13, which means we get a total of 46% increase out of the 4, which then is actually a total 11. That's how that works. Now, I didn't know exactly how the inventor skill bonus worked either, so I went in here to look and see what that actually does. As you can see down here, here's her skill, and it says here, result of a skill roll will be this value plus 1d100. Should be then a maximum of 105. If we go look at the skill log up here, you can see what she did this last turn. For discovery, she rolled inventor, and she rolled 113. Now, that is above 105, so there must be some other modifier, which I don't know. But because she rolled above 100, she got the remainder as a bonus to her skill. So for discovery, 13. For research, 14. Although we didn't actually use, we did use actually for the university. For her, we did use that bonus here. There, yeah, so both there. So that's how that works. I mean, if we check out the other 2, military research, we'll go over here. His was unfortunately 0. Why is that? If you look at the skill log, he rolled for discovery 83. That's less than 100, so no bonus. No negative, but no bonus either. His research was also below 100. Not that that really matters, because as we know, for the military, we don't have anything. Nothing discovered, so we can't use it. Model design, how do we do there? 0 as well for Isaac here. Skill log, what do we have? He rolled a 90. Yeah, if we had anything to design, then he would have been able to get 9% bonus to that. Okay, so that's how that works. I think that means we are ready to go here. I'm worried about this whole lineup here, but there's nothing else we can do. Next turn, though, we are going to go and see if we can get a commander, but that's next turn. And here's the next round, round number 9. We killed 400 infantry, we lost 100 ourselves. Okay, well, let's take a look at that now. Relative calm, so we get more political points, 700 bonus points. And we have a message here from Jamie, our secretary. To increase the morale of your soldiers, you may want to increase their salary. Well, let's check that out. Call our secretary, request a salaries decision. We may need to do that. Although, I don't have that much money. Okay, we'll dismiss that message. Low leader relation. Our relation with Governor Chrissy Robinhands dropped to 58 points. Still okay. I think we're going to wait and do, it's still above 50, so I'm fine with that. IP production, that's a key resource, Jamie's telling us. That's true. We don't have anything that produces IP. You can see the number here is 54 that we're getting. That's because we're getting that as a tax from people instead. We don't actually have any building that can produce it. We're not going to get anything just yet. And producing ammo, we are low on ammo. Relatively low, 113. That is low. We need to spend money on that. Okay, good advice. Let's look at that. Now, we can already see on the map there's things that happen, but let's go and check out the history and see what happened up here. All right, let's see if we can center it here. So let's see. If we go forward, see this area is being occupied now. We don't know what's there. And then some units showed up there. A couple more units. It's not looking good. And then we have an attack down here. Harpiola attacked with 18 units. They lost 2 of those units. And we had pretty good units there in our field. The machine gun, that's all good there. We held our ground. And then we were attacked here with 23 units. But we had our sizable army there. The new one, not army, but our the new formation that we created. We lost 1 unit of rifle, though. Not too bad, I wouldn't say. We stood firm. And more units moving there. And that's it. So all in all, not too bad, but we're not making any headway, are we? So he's staying put here, but what worries me up here is something I see here. We check that out, arachnids. So I guess giant spiders. 7 units of them there. Let's see what they're all about. 200 hit points is a lot, and 200 when they attack us. Now, not very many units, only 7. Now, if they were to attack one of our buggies, it would be 50. And if we were to attack them, very hard carapace. So that's going to be like, I think this will be considered more like a armored unit. If it is, then when we attack them, we have to use our hard attack. And when they defend against us, they would use their soft defense, because we have mainly soft units right now, our infantry, so they would only get 100. But if they attack, they are much better. So we really should think about attacking them, it looks like to me. But we don't know too much about them, even though we're thinking there's 7 of them there. Recon is 65, that's not too bad. What about here? 135. I feel pretty confident we have actually 22 units here. And these are not very good units. They're much worse than those arachnids here. These are just free folk militia, 22 units. Now, we have our army here. Remember last turn we had a readiness of 50? Now it's 66. Didn't go up as much as we wanted because we got attacked. I think we're all going to be similar. Yep. Let's look here. Did we lose? We lost a unit somewhere. I'm looking over here. It says 8, 7. This one here, we lost 1. Well, one of these lost 1 anyway. We didn't have a full complement before anyway. We could get more now. We have enough industrial points here. Yeah, this is going to be very tricky, I think. I think we have to take this area right there. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get a card played here. We'll do a recruit merc. That's the one that's going to give us, hopefully, a more skilled leader, because we're going to spend 46 political points here. That's quite a few. We have 100, though, so I think that's justified, right now in the situation we're in. Let's go ahead and do that.
Copy that.
A new leader has been added to the reserve pool. Good. Let's go over to that tab, and we'll take a look at the leaders. Who do we have? Cobb. Cobb over here. Our love. A reserve pool member. 71 in natural relation is pretty good. Let's check him out. Cobb, how good are you? Level 2. Not that great. War is 29. That's the lowest, actually. I wanted that to be high. But he does have a good skill in operational command. 38, which is really 67 with all the modifiers. So that's going to help us, I think, quite a bit when he's in a battle. He unfortunately has autocracy and fist, which is not helping us with our profiles. Hard meritocracy. He has leadership as well, though, and as you can see here in the second section, it says used in morale of units under operational HQ command. That's pretty good. And then he has gun tactics. The use of this skill improves the combat performance of this specific type of troops. So our artillery troops, if they're in battle, they're going to take advantage of this. And we can see that once we attack. His ambition is pretty low. That's good news because that means his relation here will stay high. If you look at those natural relation point numbers there, it's 71, but specifically the second one says job prestige 36. Even being a reserve pool member, he feels it's prestigious. So that's because the ambition is so low. So if we assign him a job, and I think we have to be that Operation HQ commander, then he'll be more than happy, I think. Okay, let's go back out here. I'm going to assign him, but before we do that, I noticed I have a couple of, let me go ahead and cancel this. We have a couple of decisions to make. Let's see what we have. New demand. This is from the Steel Front faction. Remember, they're the ones in control right now. Motion that the average security of our zones reach at least 5 points. Raise it from 0 to 5. Round 20. I mean, I can tell them yes right now, but that's 11 turns from now. Are we going to be able to do that? That means basically we have to build a building there, a security building. And I think we do have one. No, we don't. This one. We have to discover barracks. That will improve security. Discover and research and build it. We can't do it. It's not reasonable to expect us to do that. We're going to refuse, so they're going to drop in their happiness by 10 points. And our profile enforcement dropped, which, is not too bad because we don't care about enforcement anyway. Let me see here. There. No, it's fine if it goes down. And now Jamie is saying we need to put a commander in for our 1st Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. That's true. We should do that. And he's quite suitable, 30. We're going to appoint Cobb here.
Roger that.
Yep. Relation improved by 7 points. Excellent. So there you are. Now Cobb is in charge here. We can call him up and relieve him. Don't think we need to do that. But if we had any postures, there's no posture here, they would show up here. And I don't think we have any. Let me just double check. Nothing there. Nothing there. HQs would show here, I think. Remember, I'm not really an expert at this. I just pretend to be one. But anyway, so he's in charge now of this military outfit here, this formation. And he's specifically here, located here, I believe. So we got to make sure this one doesn't get destroyed. If it does, we'll be in bad shape. Okay, so what do we say about that? If I select the HQ and I go into the unit admin, what do we have here? That's his own unit here. Okay, that's only his unit. We can change the color. We can designate our units, what kind of replacement they should get, which we haven't done any yet. We haven't decided on any kind of quality levels. You don't have to do that. Anyway, Infantry 5, he has all he needs there. Now, for the other units, though, they're not going to have everything they need. 8, missing none, but they have everything they need here. Okay, what about you? We are missing 1 infantry here. Okay, good. And we're missing 1 infantry over there as well. Okay, yeah. But I think we're in pretty good shape. 70 now. I don't feel I'm ready, though, to attack with them here. Anyway, we could maybe attack there. And that would be kind of interesting to see how that battle would go. But shouldn't we take this area right here? I want to keep them away from Bismarck for as long as possible. Remember our danger here? Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Increased by 3. It went down by 2 due to time. But I think I want to put a unit here. That way we can surround, well, both of them here. And I think we get more recon on this unit as well. Right now, 65. So what do we have here? We have all of the units there. I can move 2 of them up there. Let's do that. We'll move 2. So M for move, and we'll move them. Do we want to attack here? We probably do want to attack there. Move 1 unit there. But if I do that, it looks like he won't be able to attack this turn. There's nothing highlighted here, so he can't join in. I'm concerned about that now. Maybe leave him here. What if we attack here this round and see what happens? We have a couple units here. We have a crossbilly, which is one of our wheeled units, armored units. It's a hard target, so Well, if we attack the Free Folk Militia, they're going to be soft targets, but the Crossbill itself is hard. So when they attack, when they strike back using their their hard defense, it's going to be 13 instead of 25. So that's pretty good. What if we take him, press M again, and go in here? We get this screen here. So right now we picked one unit to attack. The odds are not in our favor, having just the one unit. We can look at our offensive mods in a second. If I were to attack with other units as well, let's take, can I pick him from this screen? I can. So we'll take this one as well. 1.7 to 1, that's pretty good. And then what about this one? 2.9. Let's say we want to go to about 4 to 1. Right now there's no concentric attack. I think I want to do attack with these as well. This motorized, 4.2, 7. That might be enough if we do that. Why wouldn't we attack with everybody? Well, we're going to use up more ammo. And speaking of ammo, aren't we running low on that? Well, we can probably do the attack, and then we can decide what to do. If we include a unit that is part of our formation, I think that unit itself will get one of the will get the bonus of the commander, but nobody else. These won't. And you know, one thing I thought of too, we have not yet assigned these independent units to be part of the formation. We may want to do that. Let's see if I can figure that out. Okay, so the way we do it is we pick our unit, and I'm going to pick somebody who maybe we won't be attacking with. Maybe we won't be attacking with this one. Although, because if I mess it up, I don't want to have a problem. We'll take one of these, so Crossbilly, machine gun. We'll take this one here, and select unit admin, and then we can say change HQ. And right now they are reporting directly to the Supreme Headquarter or Strategic Headquarter. Let's go ahead and switch that over to the Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. Yep, right now it has none. Wait a minute, if I do that, that would be this machine gun unit. You probably don't want that machine gun unit there. It's fine if they sit and defend by themselves, so maybe I do want to take, like, who would be better? Maybe this unit here? We'll do that. We'll take him, because he's not boarding any other unit, so it feels pretty safe. Okay, unit admin. We'll say change HQ, and we can't pick him. Oh, this HQ is too small to support that. Okay, good information there. So in that case, we'll take maybe, we'll take this one instead. Change HQ. Oh, we can't do it because why? It's militia. So there's another reason you can't do it. What if we pick one of these here? We can take, this actually is our best one, isn't it? This is a hard target, so it's going to be helpful to go against them there. Let's go ahead and assign this one instead. So unit admin, change HQ, and now we can do it. Let's do that. He's attached, and I think if you press M, we can still attack with him. Good. And you can see his color changed to yellow there, so we're in good shape there. I think we could, if we wanted to now, we can change the color here. Yep. And you probably won't see the pop-up here, but I can pick what color I want. Let's pick a different color. If I pick red, and then update. Now we are red. I don't like that color very much. That's way too bright. You can do any color you want. And we had yellow before. I'm going to do orange instead. There, orange. So now we can see a little bit better what they belong to the same unit. So now we have one out of the two allowed as part of that formation. That means we're going to be able to take advantage of the skill of our commander. We can't pick anybody there. I'll say we leave that one slot open. Now let's go ahead and attack. M for move. And the more movement points you have, the more action points you have, the longer they can stay in battle. So it's important to not maybe attack with just a very few points available. So he's the only one there. Odds are 1 to 3.5, 3.5. And that's only because he's by himself. Let's go ahead and pick somebody else. That's him here. I'm going to take probably this one. And he goes straight up because he's pretty strong, 18, even though it's a machine gun unit. We'll see about it. We'll see what we'll do. We'll take for sure these two because they are motorized. They have offensive weapons, I feel, a little bit more there. 5 to 1 would be enough. Should we take one of these units as well? If we do that, 7 to 1, that might be enough. Can I pick this one? No, I can't. But one of these units there can attack as well. Okay, Let's go ahead and do that. But before we switch, let's take a look at the screen here. So these are eligible, but they cannot attack this round. I'm not attacking with this one, I guess. No, let's not attack with this one. He can defend instead. That way his, if he gets attacked next turn, you know, when you attack, your readiness goes down and things like that. So you stay put there. Anyway, our attacker is, well, we have, that's us. We have 32 units. They have 31. And here's our data. Stack points is how many units you can fit in there without taking a penalty. Recon points, 135. So we know pretty well what they have. And here's all of our modifiers. Let me just rattle them off a little bit. So landscape modifier of offensive attack values. You can see there. For crossbilly, it's negative 25. For militia, it's negative 25. So you can make a change there maybe. Overall, negative 4. What else do we have? Concentric attack. We get a 20% bonus because of we're kind of surrounding him. And here we have a readiness modifier because our readiness is low. Crossbilly has a negative 38, AMG negative 20, and so forth. And then we have a readiness modifier on hit points. So that was for our attack values, and this for our hit points. Again, not great. And then down here we have an experience modifier. Good, so we're gaining quite a bit there. We have a experience for attack, experience for hit points. And then we have max attacked modifier for attack values. This modifier turns negative if you're committing too much firepower on a total quantity of targets, which we shouldn't really get. No, it's just I guess there's a little bit of a modifier there. And then 44, leader skill modifiers. So on my OHQ and SHQ leaders, they both exert positive influence here. 44 is a good number, so it's good to have that. Here we have both of them, I guess, show up here. And then we have a cumulative modifier. So all of this here combined would be 113. Our offensive power estimated is 206. Our modified offensive power would then be 439 if we add in everything that we have, 113%. Looking at their side, what do they get? 31% because of entrenchment. Now, they attacked the turn before, didn't they? So 31% only there. Readiness is kind of low. And their experience is, they've gained experience. What else do they have here? Caliber matrix modifier. Okay, some armor, so they get a negative modifier for that caliber. And so total of negative 64. Their defensive power is 186, but is modified by this 64, so they only get 66. Seems pretty reasonable that we should win this. Do we need to include all these units? Maybe we don't. Let's play it safe this one turn. So when I select attack here, you're going to see a lot of things happen, but you can take a look at it afterwards. Let's go ahead and attack now. So here we have our units on the left. He's on the right. As you can see, we're killing a few. They're retreating. One of our units retreated. We can take a look at it in much more detail, which we will in a second here. And this is where the game kind of is very similar to Advanced Tactics, if you ever played that game. And I think the game is built on top of that. So we can get we get all these modifiers here, terrain modifiers and so forth. And all our units are shown here. Didn't lose any of the important units, it looks like. So that's good. And we get some quick information here. If we want to know more, we can press this one here, textual. And we can get a total kind of what happened. Initially, we had 60 trucks. And at the end, we had 60 as well. Militia, 20. You can see there, nothing really happened there. We had, everything looked good. One of the riflemen couldn't get to the front, I think is what that means. Oh, no, wait a minute. He retreated, but didn't die. One AMG retreated as well. Defenders had 21 units. 5 died, and 16 retreated. And now here are the important numbers down below. Attacker, readiness, 87 initially. That's a straight up modifier to your attack. Now down to 84. Not too bad. Experience went up. That's good. Morale went up. Entrenchment went way down. So any unit that we attack with now are kind of sensitive if somebody attacks us. But we can see here that the opponent, their entrenchment went way down. If we want more detail than that, we can go to the detail screen here. And this screen will give you every single unit for every single round. Let's see if I remember this now, but we have 5 rounds here that we attacked. So the first round is selected now. Within that, we have these units available. That's the opponent here. So the 1st Independent Recon Battalion here, it consists of 2 crossbillies. Okay? So at the beginning of the round here, for the first crossbilly at the beginning of the round, that we're in, round 1, for Crossbilly number 1, it attacked a rifle militia unit. And then, if you select that, we can see here, so we can see the starting values here, but he had all of the values that you can dig into. And then he attacked the rifle militia. So attack 44 versus defense 73. And then our modified attack score was 31, defensive score 86. We missed. And here are the modifiers that were applied. Here are the modifiers that were applied to the defender. And then we got a counterattack by the rifle militia. And by the way, when you attack, you use your attack value, your attack value against their hit points. So that's why it's a little bit different than you think. And then they counterattacked. They used their attack value against our hit points. And that was also a miss. That was round number 1. Round number 2 for the same unit, we attacked the militia. We had 38 against 86. We missed again. We have to roll the die. They attacked us. They missed as well. Let's see if something happened here. Round 3, we attacked the rifle militia. And the number indicates which rifle militia we attacked. We had 50 and they had 86. A miss again. We were counterattacked. Miss there. And then we were attacked by another rifle militia. You get a counterattack, wait to respond. And then they missed that. And then somebody counterattacked. I think that means somebody counterattacked, not us. And they missed. And then we were attacked by another rifle militia. Missed again. And if you go to the next round, I kind of want to see what happened here. We attacked rifle militia, again a miss. And that's all we did. They did not do a counterattack. Round 5. Here. Now finally something happened. We had 50. They had 48. Retreat. So that's what happened for that Crossbilly. You can do the same for them here, the other units. And we can go in and check out somebody else. And we can get a quick view here of what happened in which round. So if we look at this one here, something happened. There was a miss. Counterattacked. Broken through. So that was an action that happened there. Miss again there. Broken through. Okay, so that's why that shows up there. So if you want more information, just go in and you can check every single unit here to get a good idea of how everything works. Generally, this first screen where we were deciding what to do, tells you what you need to know to decide if you should attack or not. And then you can look at this as the outcome to see if you were kind of right. And I think we were right here to attack. Anyway, so that's that. He had to move back. He had to retreat. You can see all the blue arrows there in the attack. And now we are sitting here. If I press M, I can now move in here if I wanted to with a unit or two. That might be what we want to do because we want to push him away from Bismarck. We don't want to sit here. Did I attack with everybody here? Maybe I did. No, not with this one. So if we go up here, he is mainly a defensive unit. So moving up there means he's going to be pretty good at defending there. And we can see them now. 42 in recon. But we're thinking there are 20 of them left, but they're probably pretty good shape, pretty bad shape here as far as their action, readiness, entrenchment is 1. If we attack again, which I could do now, if I attack again there, to 2.6 to 1. Not ideal, but we could try to push him away even further. Is that worth it? How do we do it? Well, I can't use this one. He already used up his points. If I select somebody else, I could take another unit, but I think I used them. You can see by the little dots above if they can do anything. This unit can actually still attack the Crossbillies because they are pretty fast. So if I go up here with him, and then we'll attack there, and then we'll pick both units, 7 to 1 odds. Now what are we looking at? 61% here. He gets a big negative modifier. His defensive power is only 11. Should we give that a shot? I think I will give that a shot. But before we do it, let's double check what we have in ammunition in our first strategic headquarter here. 113, we use 7. Okay, we're still fine. Okay, in that case, let's take him again. Attack, and we'll take both of them. Yeah, I think we have to take both. But I think we should make it if we do that. 5 units against 6, but we are in much better shape than he is. Let's hope for the best here. 7 to 1 odds.
Let's go.
You can see he's retreating there. We retreated with 2 units. Not enough. one of our units died, and he died with one as well, but that was not very good. So our recon there wasn't very good, I think. That's my main problem there. Readiness 78 went down to 39 now. Experience 10 went up to 18. You get a lot of experience just being defeated. Morale 61 went down to 58. Not too bad. Entrenchment still looking okay. He is in bad shape, obviously. I don't think he will be ready to attack us next turn. But he didn't actually move out of the way. See, now we get a better idea. The Recon 300, actually, they were in better shape than we thought. So I should have used more units. But because he's right over here, he's kind of protected from everybody else. So I'm not feeling too bad about that. It was worth a shot, wasn't it? 113 there. I think it's enough for the next turn. I don't think I want to give it a shot here. If we were to attack here... I didn't know that. And actually, we have to declare war. Relation level is very low. No, we're not going to attack. I mean, I'm concerned about them because they have very high numbers here, but... And if they attack us, we'll be in bad shape. But let's stay put here. I don't know about this one. He might not make it if they attack both units there. He will have to retreat, but I need to hold this location, I feel, as well. What if we take one more unit and move it up there? We could do that. If we don't, I feel we're going to be in bad shape. We'll move them up there as well. So now we have 2 units there. And then we have here 3 plus the headquarter. I think they're not going to attack this one. They might very well attack here, but let's just stay put. Now, we can't move this unit up there either. You can see where he can go. He can go these way. Okay, I'd say we go here maybe instead. There. To better defend against any possible counterattack. And you see the value went up to 14 now. Recon 324. So, yeah. Okay, so that takes care of that. What else do we have to do? Well, I'm out of time, guys. I'll come back next time instead. We'll take a look at the situation. I'm not feeling very confident. We have enough ammo. Do we need to do something about the salary? Maybe we'll talk to... Who do we talk to? Our strategic HQ guy. We might want to do that. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how things go next time. But come back then and we'll play more of Shadow Empire, I guess.